Morena, morena. Good morning, everyone. Kia ora. Kia ora, kia ora, kia ora, kia ora. Good morning. Welcome. So let me just pin this to the top. Perfect, that worked this week. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome. Hi, everyone. Kia ora. Morena. Welcome. Yay, hooray, this is all working perfectly. That's great. Gosh, it's quite warm where I am. I live in northern New Zealand, up in Mangawhai in Northland, and it is really warm. It is really strangely warm. It has been the last 3 days, and I'm just sitting here. I'd wear what I'd normally wear, quite a few layers of clothing, and I'm just going, I'm quite warm. And I don't have the window open because often there's quite a lot of noise outside. We had 19 degrees the other day. It's kind of crazy for this time of year, and it's 1st of August tomorrow. Anyway, morena, good morning, welcome. Morena, beautiful, I missed your last week. Thank you for being here this week. Amazing. And yeah, if you feel comfortable, just let me know in the comments where you are in the world. I'm always, really super interested and curious because, I've managed to reach people in the most amazing places. So just let me know. Good morning. Kia ora. Morena. Yay. So I hope the weekend has started well for you, and I know for some of my listeners you are in Friday, you're in America, and Te Awamutu in the heart of the mighty Waikato. Beautiful. I know for a lot of my listeners you are in Europe and in America on Friday. So welcome everyone. Beautiful. So let's get started. So, kia ora, good morning. My name is Lisa. I am a psychic medium and shamanic healing practititioner. I think I needed to say that again. My glasses are steaming up. It's quite warm. So I'm a psychic medium and a shamanic healing practitioner. I absolutely love my work. And I especially love giving my time free here on Saturday mornings, bringing through your loved ones from the other side. I really enjoy this time. It's really sacred and it's really beautiful and it warms my heart. It absolutely, it's amazing. I was born like this. I've been this way. I felt my ancestors and my loved ones on the other side for as long as I can remember, since I was really little. I don't actually have, it's funny because I was talking to my son yesterday and I don't actually have a lot of memories of when I was young, but I do remember being able to talk to and hear from the other side. So and I've trained. I have been trained and am always training myself actually, which is because I can never learn. I can never have arrived. There's always so much to learn. It's great. So okay, let me just read some of your messages. So welcome to you. Thank you for being here. I'm just going to sneeze. Hang on. Got a big sneeze coming out. That's the joys of live stream, isn't it? It is too. Excuse me. Excuse me, guys. Aroha mai, which means sorry. I'm just going to have to reach for my tissues. That actually feels better. Have you ever felt better when you've done a big sneeze? And you can feel it coming. And I'm like, no, I'm on live. I mean, oh my God, who am I to think I can control everything? I'm on live stream. No, I can't do a big sneeze. Oh no, I'm going to try and hold it back. No, it's just going to come out. So now I'm going to need to blow my nose. That's okay. Excuse me, everyone. Oh my goodness, the joys of live stream. Last week I had my cat in here with me and I thought, oh yeah, she'll be good. I mean, I was telling my son, I thought she'll be good. She'll just sit on the windowsill and everything will just be fine. Well, a couple of minutes in, she's like, oh no, I'm not having any of that, and she was meowing and wanting to be left out. Anyway, back to what focus. Back to what I was doing, which was going to be reading your comments. So, the way in which I run this amazing platform is that if you've had a reading with me in the past, I was going to say a whole lot of words, run them in together. If you've had a reading with me in the past, please let others go first. That would be amazing. And then you can push request to join, and I can see that there's already a few of you who've done that. So you push the little camera with the square in it, and that is a request to join. And then if you come up onto the platform, onto the split screen, and I sit with you and bring through the reading and the healing, please, you have to make sure that you're sitting somewhere quiet so that I can hear you. So that I can hear you and you can hear me, because this mahi, this means work, is really sacred. It's incredibly sacred, and I need you to be, just somewhere that I can hear you and you can hear me. So that'd be amazing. You can, if you'd like a paid one-on-one session, please go to I've pinned it at the top there. Please go to my website, lisajanemyers.com. It's super easy to book in with the time zone conversion and making payments, super easy as well. So if you'd like to do that, because obviously in a one-on-one, one-to-one, you get so much more. You get more because on this platform, I am the first thing for me is to take care of you, is to absolutely take care of you, so that I don't I don't necessarily bring through everything that I'm getting, because it can be really sensitive, and it can just be between you and your guides, and the person that's coming through, from the other side. So I'm sure you know what I mean. What else have I got on here? I think that's all. I'm going to keep it brief today, and I'm just going to have some water. That's better. And I'll just have a look at your messages. So please don't ask me. Please don't ask me. Put your messages on the thread here, because what I need for you to do is to be super brave and come on with me, and I'll bring through the messages and guidance then. Okay, more, hoping to connect with my parents. Okay, beautiful. Please just, if you haven't already, please, Atamarie, which means good morning. Please request to join. Okay, I'm just reading some of the comments. Oh, this is great. It's so good having you all here. Thank you for being here. So alrighty, here we go. Beautiful. I think that's all sorry, I just got to jiggle around a little bit here. Okay. So let me see, where am I being taken first? Okay, there's quite a few of you waiting. All right, if we can bring on Kia ora, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What is your name, please?
My name is Manpreet.
Manpreet, lovely to meet you. Thank you for being, thank you for coming up on the platform.
No, thank you so much.
Yeah. Who would you like who would you like to speak with?
My father.
Hmm. Your father. Okay, let me just tune in and see if we can bring through your father. Okay, it's just echoing back actually. There's quite a lot of feedback.
Yeah, I can. It sounds echoey coming from
Yeah,
your
it's echoing
side.
back.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. Hold on, I'll just see if my volume maybe. How about that?
Okay, let's try again. That's better. Oh, hang on. Yeah, it's still echoing back. Okay, it's not gonna work obviously if it's echoing back because I can't hear and you can't hear. So, okay, let's just ask what we'll do about this. If you could go off, if you could go off and then come back on again, and let's just see if we can
Okay,
get a clearer connection here. Yeah?
that's fine.
Yeah.
I can do
And
that
what
now.
I want you to know, that sometimes this can be the grief too. Um, when we don't have a clear connection, it can sometimes us just be starting with healing some of the grief. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just
Cool.
yeah. And what I'll ask my guides is that we just gently start to and just to shift some of the just soften, just soften some of the grief there so that
Okay.
it can come
Yep.
back on. Okay, so please do try again. Okay.
Okay, we'll do that
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And then I may bring someone else on, and then you can come up after that.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's fine.
we'll just let the healing take place. Beautiful, beautiful, interesting. Okay, so yeah, that can often be yeah. There's so much there. There's just so much there, as you know, when we are deeply grieving. Um, and that's my experience when I'm reading for people on this platform, and also for people one to one, that there can be, yeah, I've had one-on-one calls sometimes that it can take a while for us to connect, and the line will keep dropping out because it'll just keep dropping out and dropping out, because of how much emotion and grief there is there. So, yeah, I often I'm patient, just really patient with the process and with what's happening. So, yeah, that's fortunately, that's I get a sense of that's what's happening with Manpreet. When she just came on, and that's okay. We've started the healing process there for her because he is here. He is here. Okay. Okay, let's go to Sandy. And yeah, deeply holding space for Manpreet as well to connect with her dad. Okay. Oh, where's she gone? Oh,
Morena.
Morena. Good morning. Kia
Beautiful.
ora. Lovely to
Yes.
see you.
And you too.
Yeah. Can you tell me your name, please?
Yeah, my name is Sandy Tirito.
Sandy Tereto. Beautiful.
Tirito. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Kia ora, kia ora. Gorgeous to see you.
And you too. I can feel your vibes.
God, I can feel yours.
We're connecting.
Yeah, I can feel yours. That's why I would just, my heart was just smiling then, because
Yeah.
yeah, I can feel it.
Yeah.
This doesn't need to be words. Beautiful.
No.
Yay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing. Beautiful. So, it's just made me a little bit teary. That's really beautiful.
Oh.
It's quite amazing, for me doing this mahi, and when I have a real heart connect
Yes.
having a real, heart
I
connection.
feel a spiritual connection with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for naming it, because I don't
Yes.
quite have the names. I
Spiritual.
don't quite have the words. The spiritual connect, the recognition,
Yes.
I can feel the Actually, I'm just going to take a big deep breath, because there's quite a lot here.
There's so much going on, eh?
Yeah, yeah. And sometimes it's quite good just to laugh.
Yes.
Just to laugh, when there's so much in the space. And then, the recognition, the aroha, the love. Yeah, I just translate here because a lot of my listeners don't speak te reo. Yeah.
Yeah. But fair enough. Yes.
So, welcome. Talk to me.
Thank you.
Where are you in New Zealand?
I am in New Zealand. I'm in Te Awamutu.
Yes.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So, beautiful. You're just going to sit down. Gorgeous.
I am.
Okay.
I've got a quiet space.
Nice. Perfect.
Yeah.
So, Sandy, talk to me. Who would you like to bring through?
I'd really like to connect with my mother-in-law.
Your
She's-
mother-in-law?
Yes. Why? Because she's been coming to me in my dreams for the last 10 years. And I knew why she was coming to me. But the most beautiful part of her visits were that I'd seen her pass through the spiritual world. Yeah, I was given these visions, and I was just blown away by it in the first instance. But then I allowed it to plant seeds in my mind and my heart that this is very special. And I needed to acknowledge it over the years because I wasn't in a very good space back then.
Yeah.
Yes.
And did you see them in on the dream plane and dream visitations, or was it in day to day and waking, or was it both?
It was during my sleeping and dreaming. Like I was in my mother's house in my room that I was as a teenager.
Yes.
I was on the iron bed of my grandmother, and then the door that led to the passage of my room, I just felt that it was my mother-in-law's house. Because it was connecting the two families together. Yeah. And of course that's where I lived with my first child, with her son, to begin with.
Yes.
Yeah, so I just
Aroha mai, sorry, she's booming through quite a bit. She's I'm doing all of this motion, and just then I blurted out a big yes. Sometimes that happens when they just come in really closely. Closely, and sometimes they ask me to shuffle along a little bit, along so that they can be in this the screen. And now she's did she speak quite quickly? Did she speak quite quickly when she was here? Because she's saying to me to shuffle along, and I'll listen. Oh, absolutely. Okay, and she's showing me a ring that's in a diamond shape. I don't know whether you have this ring or whether she had that ring.
I'll ask, yes.
Yeah, please ask. I just want to ask her for sometimes I just leap in because I myself know that it's them, but then I do like to give some evidence that it's her.
Absolutely.
Because I just like to leap in and bring through the
I know what you mean.
Bring through the good news and bring through the messages.
Yes.
And when I tune in with her, she's speaking quite quickly. She's speaking quite quickly, and she's quite animated. She keeps showing me this shape. She keeps showing me this diamond shape, like a diamond shape. That's okay. It may come to you in the next couple of weeks.
Lovely.
I'm just going to slow down a little bit because my my tendency is now to go quite quickly because she has quite a lot to say.
Oh, lovely.
And I'm going to ask her for some really clear, really clear information that it is her. She's okay. All right. She's okay. So she's laughing. She's laughing a lot because she knows that she's hurrying me along a little bit, and then I'm getting a little bit nervous because I'm trying to jump over from A to C instead of doing B. And sorry, Arohamai, this is just taking. Taking a little while.
That's okay. Do what you do, madam.
Yeah. Because she's saying that now your little one, not little one now, but your son, right?
Yes,
your son that you had with her son.
Yes.
Yeah, your son that you had with her son. She's speaking about him and that he has these abilities. That he has these abilities, but that these matakite, these seer abilities, but he doesn't necessarily speak to you about it.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. And so that so this is your grandson, and so that this is your grandson, and her grandson, and so that he journeys and experiences similarly in the way that you do. In fact, he's really incredibly sensitive.
Yes.
And what she's asking, hang on, let me just, sorry, Arohamai, I'm not saying hang on to you. I'm just saying hang on.
I know what you mean.
Everyone, I'm saying hang on to everyone.
You're tuning.
Yeah. So
great.
This is your, hang on, it's your mother-in-law, right? I've just got four, I've got her here. I've got your mother-in-law. I've also got your, I've got your mother-in-law. I've got your grandfather.
Wow.
Yeah, your grandfather, your grandmother, and your great auntie.
Lovely.
Yeah, okay, and your mother-in-law. So I'm just going to say, that's why I was just going, whoa, because they were all had quite a lot to say in support of you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, in support of you. But that's why I was just sort of sitting here going, oh my goodness, I'm trying to ask your mother-in-law for to make it really clear that it's her, and yet they all have quite a lot to say. So hang on, I'm just actually going to write this because I'm almost having to just draw a bit of a family tree. I haven't actually.
Lovely.
Normally I don't write on these lives, but that's okay. Every live I do it differently.
You do, and that's just how Wairua works.
Yeah, absolutely how Wairua works.
Yes.
Grandmother, father, yeah, both on
dad's, mum's.
Yeah. And your mother-in-law. Okay, now what she was saying was about your son, yeah?
Yes. Which is
your son. Hang on, I'm just gonna ask them if just one of them will speak.
Okay.
Rather than all of them. Okay, so your mother-in-law is speaking about your son. Your son's son. Do you have a grandson?
I do have 3 grandsons, but my son does not have any children.
Okay, let's just ask. I'm going to really
but I do have a grandson.
Yeah,
He's very sensitive, my grandson.
yeah, yeah. Your grandson and both your son really sensitive.
Yes, they
Really,
are.
yeah, really incredibly sensitive. And so your mother-in-law is saying for you in your own beautiful way to support. Yeah, I can just feel my voice just changing slightly now. There's a oh, okay, good. They were wanting me to draw because there was just so much everyone coming through. You know, the whole
Yes.
everyone. Which can be often the case, everyone arriving from the other side, and then I'm like, oh, just doing a bit of air traffic controlling here, just going, hang on a minute.
Yeah. Slow down, don't worry.
Yeah. Slow down a minute. I
gorgeous.
can't. I can't speak to everyone and bring everyone's messages. That's why I was kind of going, whoa, yeah,
for sure.
Okay. Yeah. So, both your son and your grandson really strongly have these abilities, and so for you, in your own way, to be able to support, yeah, to be able to support them in your own beautiful way.
Nice.
Yeah. Sorry, that was quite a long, convoluted way of getting this out. But as we know, as we know, a lot of women, wahine women, young women are supported, because I'm making a big assumption here, but you're Māori, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I just wanted to rather make the assumption, but matakete seers are, there's a lot of support for wahine, but there's not so much support for our men, for our men and for our young men in this. Thanks. They're saying that. Yeah, good. Okay. All right.
Good.
For our men, for our young men, for our young boys, and who have these beautiful abilities, and often, okay, I'm going to just put in a little bit of a trigger warning, not a little bit, just a trigger warning here for anyone that may be listening. In my experience with with clients, our men and our young men can be dealing with these experiences on their own. On their own.
Yeah.
On their own, and thinking, experiencing, oh my God, I know this really well, and maybe you do as well. Experiencing the visitations, during day-to-day activities, visitations at night time. They've got hormones, teenagers who have a lot of hormones going, who are needing sleep, they're growing, beautiful. And please, aroha mai, jump into if you have any kōrero or any conversation around this, but that are dealing with this, and then having to deal with visitations from whānau on the other side, from tupunim, which means ancestors, to our listeners, and then just going, oh my goodness, what is going on with me? I'm hallucinating, I'm strange, I'm weird. And then, unfortunately, oftentimes then self-medicating to numb down.
You're right.
To numb out and numb down these experiences. And then sometimes, I know in my own experience of being a teenager, and I'm 53, so I'm, old days where I dealt with this on my own as well, and didn't have elders. Didn't have elders around me. Unfortunately, my parents, were old school, were old school, like so many parents, and it was, all a bit hush hush. So
yes, definitely.
you know, so I
Yeah.
dealt with it on the quiet, and as soon as I could get, you know, as soon as I could get my hands on alcohol to numb down it all, which actually it made it worse.
Yeah.
But sorry, I'm staying on point. I'm staying
Yes,
on.
you are.
Doing
You are.
yeah, I'm doing my
No,
best.
you're right. You're right.
Doing my best to stay on point, but you know, it is, and it can be incredibly overwhelming and isolating, and you know, and yeah, for that trigger warning, you know, unfortunately it can take our young people over,
Yes.
so that they then you know, to escape, you know, they then take matters into their own hands, unfortunately.
You're right. You're right. Because my son, he's always over the years he's tried to share these things with me, but he's never come to the point of actually putting it into context and conversation. And I've seen him trying to work things out for himself, exactly what you're saying. And also for my grandson, he's very sensitive too.
Yeah.
But he sees monsters, Nanny. I see them everywhere, and I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
yes, I don't know what kind of realm my grandson's looking into, but other than that,
I'm so glad you're here. I'm so
yeah,
glad we're having this corridor. I'm so
yes,
glad we're having this conversation, because, you know, our beautiful young boys and young men you know, are dealing with this,
they are.
Yeah, and here your grandson is
Yes.
you know, is coming to you. Are you able to and that's so good. I just want to take him, because this is, I feel, you know, this is so so such an important part of my
Yes.
work, my passion,
Yes.
is, you know, is reaching our young, you know, reaching our young people. And I'm so glad you're here.
Correct.
Because they're both telling you and letting you know. Yeah.
Yes, yes. And, you know, here's me trying to figure things out as well
Yeah.
for them and to understand it, and how can I console them with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't have my sorry.
No,
So
no.
you hang on, I'm just getting really warm in here. I think it's all all our company.
Yeah,
Not I think, I know it is. I'm just laughing. It's all our company here. We've got quite a room full, and I never know what's gonna happen when I'm on these lives. I have to completely trust.
That's the essence of Wairua.
The essence of Wairua, absolutely.
Yes, darling.
I just never know. And so now, as it feels as though now, as we go into and I've got, you know what, this is really funny, the thing about live stream, I've got these big socks on, because normally it's freezing when I do my work, and I've got all this company in here, and my
look, you're just vibrating, that's why.
yeah, absolutely.
And
I'm taking, this is so funny, and I'm taking my socks off because the room is, my little office here is really
oh, they're on fire for you today.
My office here is absolutely I feel like, okay, I'm going to do this. I feel like this, like they're all here, and they absolutely your tupuna, your ancestors, mine, our guides, and they brought us here together. And it was funny when we both recognized each other. And I knew it was going to be a pretty big corridor, but I didn't quite know what it was going to be about. And here we go. And they're laughing away as well.
Oh, great. Awesome.
That's why I was sitting back, and I'm going, normally on the lives, I'm sort of chatty, or, you know, it's kind of flowing through. And I'm like, oh, you know, I was sitting here going, oh, there's quite a lot of preparation happening. There's quite a lot of preparation. Oh, you know, like when everyone files into, you know, comes onto the marae, you know, and you can feel it. You know,
you got that ihi and that wehi.
Yes.
Haven't you?
Yes.
It's why you're heating up.
Yeah. And it felt like there's a lot. Okay, so in terms of in terms of support, in terms of support for your yeah, okay, all right,
My
your
two
mother,
lovelies.
yeah, your two lovelies and your mother-in-law saying, okay, let's get cracking.
Yes.
Let's
Come on,
get
Pauline,
cracking.
talk to me.
Yeah, let's get cracking with the let's get cracking with the support, with the corridor, with the conversation, with the okay. So and also I'm aware of too, I don't want to put you too much on the spot.
No, you do it, just say.
Yeah, I don't want to put you too much on the spot here. So and gosh, I'm really winging it here, bringing this through. Okay. They're just showing me, yeah, they're showing me 1 to 10, and I'm like, well, that's a lot. Let's just do number 1 first. So, yeah, so karakia, yeah, karakia, and karakia for my for our listeners who are don't speak Māori te reo. Karakia means prayer, because I know there'll be people on here that'll be listening as well.
Absolutely.
And wanting to learn from, and thank you for being here. Wanting to learn.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I found an instant connection when I found you online, to be honest.
Same.
I was like, oh gosh, I've got to get to know this lady.
Yeah, same. Here we are. We are, and they're bringing it through from bringing it through both of us, this awesome corridor. So yeah, so karakia, so yeah, karakia, prayer, saying a prayer, and really, you know, some in my experience, and just jump in here with me, just jump in here with me.
Yes, because karakia came to my mind when you spoke about my son and my grandson and their seership, their matakete skills. And I thought, yes, that's right, because at the moment my son is he's working with, he's a kaitiaki out at Piopio, and they're planting trees and replenishing the waterways. So he's on this journey, and they karakia every day, and they're singing hakas, which is something he hasn't done before, but I feel he's been prepared for this in his journey.
Yes.
And you're right, he's had a lot of clutter in his mind. He's numbed himself with alcohol, and
that's what we do. That's what we do. Too much. Self-medicated.
Yeah, that's right. So now that he's been given some wake-up calls, drink, drive, and go to court, paying fines, it's turning him around quite quickly. And I'm really proud at how he's taking these changes. Like, he was drinking every day, I don't know how he did it, but now he's got it down to just
coping.
Yeah, they're coping.
Coping with, and thank you so much for sharing this corridor. I know it's close, and I keep him and your whānau close to our heart in the sacred kaupapa, the sacred conversation,
I
the healing,
it is the healing part.
Yeah, and the healing that's coming with our corridor and our conversation, and the beautiful. So I hold this really sacred. And because that is his way of coping with the overwhelming, and there's matakete and us as women. There's quite a few of us speaking, but not the men.
That's right. You're so right.
Not yet.
You're so right.
There's a little bit of it. There's a little bit of conversation around, but where do men, our beautiful men, our tāne, our young men find the support, and then be understood, be understood,
or to know what they're experiencing is actually real. But what do I need to know?
What do I need to know? How do I understand myself? Understand myself. How do I deal with it? Who do I speak to? Where are the elders? Where is the guidance? So
you're right. Karakia aligns us, doesn't it?
Karakia does align us, and for those people that are for people that are listening now, and in the replay as well. You know, what I know, and I learned from this extraordinary taonga, Mātua Wiramu Nia, and he had an incredibly beautiful way about him, you know, huge wisdom, you know, massive
Yes.
you know, wisdom, but he always had a lot of laughter, and he would totally simplify things. He would simplify, he would just cut right down, and he'd be like, yes, karakia, and let's keep it, and I'm actually let's keep it simple, and with the intention in your heart. And unfortunately, his right hand man, who became a really dear friend of mine, Hemi, just passed away in the last couple of months, and Hemi is now coming through and saying, keep it simple, so karakia with an intention, you know, a prayer.
Keep it simple, karakia with intention. I like that.
Yeah, so with intention from your heart, you know, just with the pure intent of keeping it simple, asking for protection, asking for our guides, benevolent guides and ancestors to come through and protect and support, eh?
Yes, yes. Wow. Benevolent.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, beautiful, benevolent ancestors and guides, and supporting, and then knowing that we, and I say we meaning myself when I do this mahi, you know, in support of your yourself and your, you know, and your grandson and your son and your whole whānau, your family, saying the karakia, saying the prayer with, you know, intent, and then feeling all the support and guidance and wairua.
Nice.
Yeah, deeply feeling it, and knowing they're here. They are here to support us.
You're right. You've helped me kick it further now, because I've said to my son, look, we need to have karakia every night. He goes, yeah, mum. But other things get in the way, but I'm going to start doing that when I get home after my weekend shift.
And for you, you know, for you as mama, holding up the whole whānau, you know, holding up the whole family, and you have these beautiful abilities where you can, you know, they can, just in your own beautiful, gentle way, you can support your own whānau, and start to have these conversations, and feel and know you're supported, and know that you're supported, and especially your grandson, who's experiencing monsters, and knowing that you have everything within you, everything within you to be able. You're getting a lot of hearts here. Beautiful. Send through, everyone that's listening, please send through Sandy a lot of hearts and
thank you.
Support. Yeah, that you know that you don't have to do this alone. You don't have to do this alone with your grandson, and supporting him with experiencing monsters and darkness.
Yeah, because I have, you know, I've prayed with him many a times, and I've taught him how to pray.
Yeah.
And he's taken that in his heart to do as well. So
yeah, you're doing amazingly. Your mother-in-law is saying that. Your whole whānau is saying that. Yeah, they're saying, okay, they're saying, please, they've come in really closely around you and huddling around you, and they're wanting you to know that they're wanting you to know that they know that you're giving 150%. They're saying you're busting your foo-foo.
I am.
Yeah, they're wanting to.
Always no.
Yeah, no, really.
Yeah,
that's what they're saying. That's why I just slowed up, because they're saying, come on, tell her, let you know that you're busting. Yeah, you're absolutely there. You know that. beautiful saying. Absolutely busting your foo-foo.
Yeah.
But so important. So, and at the same time, so important that you know that they are here with you, supporting you and supporting your sons. You are not doing this. You are not to do this alone.
Nice.
You are not to do this alone, because it's too much. It's too much.
I've got to keep believing that they're around me. I keep, when I'm in my own zone and I'm just focusing on karakia, I imagine my ancestors around me. And then silly doubt comes in. Just in and out all the time. Silly.
It's not silly.
No, me, my thinking.
I know. I have the same thing. I have to. Yeah. Yeah. I have to. Yeah. Really. And, really trust whatever you're being given. And even it may seem, random, whatever you're sensing, whatever you're being shown,
You're so right, darling. It's happening all the time, these randoms. I'm getting shown things, and they're not coincidences. I know they're messages from through the veil, and it's confirming to me that I'm busting my butt, and I just need to slow down a bit and just listen. What I do, but and I also feel it's bringing a whole lot of healing for myself, my tane, and my children. We're going through this healing phase as a family. Yes. Yeah. And Mama Pauline is what brought this all together to happen through my dreams, because I hadn't quite let go of the past, but I, like you said, random things come in, trust it. So I trusted it, and I just went along with it. And glorious blessings have been coming out from the woodwork, even though, there's still some mountains or hurdles that we're climbing over or getting through. The good feelings always come to pass.
Yes.
To tell me you're doing the right thing, you're on the right track, you are doing the right things. And I know I've got to pull back, because I'm always been one to just do, think, and just do, because I know it's the right thing to do without talking about it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I'm busting my butt without sharing what I know is going on spiritually.
Okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay, because it's part of, because through the Aroha, excuse me, through the Toanga Suppression Act, we have all those ancestral, all that ancestral trauma. And just for everyone that's listening, we were with colonization, we were shut down and shut down from practicing these beautiful medicinal, our Māori medicine. Wisdom. And so what I can see when we speak is that there is so much that is you're doing so much healing, or you are such a deep conduit of healing on behalf of your whānau and extended whānau. And so there is much that you're healing through, that you are healing through.
Perfect.
And when you speak about your you're doing your ancestral you're doing your immediate whānau healing,
Nice.
and your immediate whānau. So there's that's happening. So what I'm saying is, what we are saying is just to give yourself a break, because then also you're doing the ancestral trauma of the
bingo.
Of
ancestral trauma.
Of the beatings, the beatings that happened, of the having to bring our Māori medicine underground, take it underground, because we were because of the suppression so there's all that fear around it as well, and
Yeah.
and
Yes.
you as seer, as matakite, are working through all of that.
Lovely.
All of that. So there's all these, you know, there's all these layers and layers and layers, and then
Yes.
you're going, you know, you're like, so
I
so
am.
yeah, so you're so, and here you, yeah, and here you are saying, oh, I need to stop thinking. Well, there's so much that you know, there's all the layers of healing that are happening. So
Yeah, that's right.
give
Yeah.
yourself a break.
Yeah, thank you.
Give yourself a break, because this is what we are working with, and you know, and your own healing, and your own, at the same time as holding up your whole a whānau, there you are working through your own healing as well, and your own where your voice,
Yeah.
where your, I get a sense of that, where your voice has been
Suppressed.
yes, suppressed,
Yes.
and where you have been just quietly and not so quietly either told, and I ran a whole lot of words together then, told to just quieten down, because you see and you know, when people have been able to see that you are the seer, that you are the seer, and they've wanted to shut you down, eh?
You're right. And you know, and the voice with my children growing up, you know, I'd always talk about deep stuff and just see things from a big, huge picture of holistic seeing through things. And they go, oh, Mum, you're always so deep. And I'm thinking, well, it's not deep to me. It's just right in front of me.
Yeah.
It comes out, you know.
Yeah. And then our children, you know, are taught, you know, in the oh goodness, I better not say too much here, but in the Western system, you know, to be thinking, to be rational, to be thinking, not to, you know, not to trust, trust their, you know, not to trust what they are sensing, what they know, what they see, all these beautiful abilities. Shut that down. Shut it down. And then. And here you are, which is beautiful, and your whānau speaking about, and even if they are saying, you know, I mean, my children do the same thing, and I laugh with them, and then I keep talking, and then I laugh, and I sort of be a little bit quiet, but I'm like, no, it's important for you to know what you know, your beautiful, what you're born with, what you're born with, and your abilities.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're so right.
Yeah.
Perfect. And I do need to speak out about it more. I was really positive with this affirmation with the dreams of coming from my mother-in-law, and I've always known that she wasn't very happy. She was always worried about her son, which is my partner. And and I finally listened to it, and I trusted it, and then bingo, it's everything that needed to happen for this family, our family. Yeah, and to know that my mother-in-law was connecting with me, it's very special.
Yeah, beautiful. And you listened, and you heard, and you acted upon, and you've done it, you know, everything that we spoke about, eh?
Yes, I have. You've just helped me to reflect on that. I am doing it, but I need to trust more often.
You are. You absolutely are doing it, and you know, and for you to know that you don't need to do it on your own. Just you know, just bring in and call in all of your tupuna, and
karakia, hey.
It can be brief. It can even be brief. You know, just ba-boom, just ask.
I need help right now. I'm frustrated now.
No, really, that.
They
don't want anything. They don't want anything fancy. Just, you know, intention and your intention, and then you're right there. And then, you know, and then after that, offer it up. Offer it up and let it go.
I will.
Offer it up and let it go, and it'll come in you know, in the beautiful, unique way that it comes, that you're already experiencing with your dear mother-in-law on the you know, on the dream visitations.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. You helped me so much with this conversation.
Oh,
Helping me
absolutely.
to believe in myself too. What I know is actually real and it's happening. Just
Yes.
needed to know it from someone with
Yes.
experience
Yes.
and an open mind and a good heart. That's why I felt,
Yes.
yeah, I've got to
Yes.
connect with this Wahine because she's just yeah,
Yes.
in tune with herself.
Yeah, beautiful. So I'll let you go. I'll let you go now, because
Yeah.
we're just, yeah, we're just gonna finish up gently. Let's just take a big deep breath together, because because a lot of healing has come through for you, and I want to thank you. I want to thank your beautiful mother-in-law, your beautiful tupuna, your ancestors, your guides. Most of all, they want to thank you. They want to thank you for being here, for being courageous, for being beautifully brave, because you honestly will have no idea the ripple effect that this corridor will have for so many people. So thank you.
Thank you for having me and
Yeah. Thank you. I absolutely loved this conversation so much.
why you've made my day.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, and just afterwards, if you can just go and give yourself a big hug and a big warm drink and a bit of food, and then just let the healing come through today.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Absolute pleasure. Okay, so Mate aroha nui, and
Ngā mihi.
yeah, and Instagram, you need to go off the unfortunately off the live. It won't let me take you off. But bye for now.
Thank you. We'll catch up
Yeah.
soon.
Yes, sir. See you
Lovely
soon.
day. Bye-bye.
Beautiful. Bye bye. Aroha nui matiwa.
Aloha
Bye.
nui. Okay.
Okay. It's all right. Just push
Leave.
the little square at the top. Yeah. Wow. Goodness gracious. That was really something. Wow. I'm just going to have some water and catch my breath. As I know from doing these live streams, thank you for all the hearts. Yeah, as I know from doing these live streams that I say karakia, I say prayer beforehand, and then I trust, and my benevolent ancestors and guides bring it all through, and that's an example of that's an example of it. So wow, thank you so much for being here. I know that I am going to need to finish up now. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the conversation. Thank you for listening. If you've been waiting, aroha mai, Manpreet, I'm sorry. I know that I said that I'd come back to you, but I didn't quite expect that I'd be bringing through this, this, I don't even know what to say, this healing and conversation. So, please, Manpreet, please rest in the healing today that we did begin at the beginning of this live stream. And do come on. I'll be on here again next Saturday, and do come on, because I'd love to be able to bring through your father for you. So yeah, wow. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for supporting. If you'd like to, again, my name is Lisa. I'm a psychic medium. I'm a psychic medium and shamanic healing practitioner. I am Māori, and I live here in New Zealand. If you'd like to book in with me, go to my website, lisajanemyers.com. You can book in a paid one-on-one session it's really amazing. It does the whole time zone conversion, and it takes payment and everything. It's super awesome. It's really simple, really simple. I've made it really simple because I am not techie. So yeah. And oh, Manpreet, beautiful. Thank you. Okay. Pleasure. So yeah. I'd love to see you next week. Okay, and that's all from me today. I just want to, and most of all, thank you to Sandy, and thank you to Sandy for having that amazing conversation. That was really something. I'm just still quite blown away by it, and the wisdom and information that came through. So yes, thanks mostly to Sandy for being beautiful and brave and being on the platform and having the conversation. Okay, mā te wā, goodbye, aroha nui, which means lots of love, and bye for now.